By our program, one of the greatest players. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Sunday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The guard pair are the incredible Curry and Thompson. Wiseman's out there with Eric Pascal. And it's Ingram in at small forward. 6 on the shot clock. And that one, good. And you look at great father-son combos in this NBA, Candace. Clay and Michael Thompson. Only the 4th duo to both win a title, father and son. That's pretty unique.
It's extremely unique. And to have somebody at home that you grew up watching play teach you how to be a pro, what a tremendous advantage that had to be for Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. And then for both of them to be on the same team, that's a huge advantage because a lot of guys, yes, can go out and play basketball, but there's something about being a good pro.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. He dishes it to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Morant. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
It shows great imagination offensively. Morant has so many tricks up his sleeve.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Curry kicks to Thompson. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the WNBA going with the playoff seeding system, Candace, by record, regardless of conference. Have you enjoyed that change, and is it something you think maybe the NBA should try?
I have enjoyed that change just for the simple fact that there are so many times where a team is in your conference and the biggest game of the year is played in the Western Conference Finals or the Eastern Conference Finals. I think as a fan even of the NBA, you want to see the 2 best teams face each other in the championship game. So I would like the NBA to consider this change. It might add a couple more flight miles, but it's okay. You know, they can relax on the private jet from east to west.
Great thoughts.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Pass to Melton. Morant outside. Jackson misses.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Here's Ingram. Shoots over Morant. Ingram with the nice move. Wow, the WNBA is a tough league to crack. Just 12 teams, 144 spots. The best in the world are there. But Candace, the league says no plans for expansion. Does that surprise you?
I think that the league is going to know when it's time. I've been a part of some WNBA teams in the expansion within the league, and I've also been a part of some teams that have folded. And so we definitely want to make sure that these 12 teams are solid and going to stay. The quality of basketball we've seen has gone up, which makes making one of those 144 spots really tough.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he sinks the second. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Morant, that's for 2. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Pascal, how he did last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or 2 every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Curry outside. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. And being a late bloomer in high school, Ja Morant wasn't, Candace, ranked by even one major recruiting service, which to me is just hard to understand.
It's hard to understand when you see the product that he is right now and how hard he's worked. I don't think anybody could have predicted his rise at Murray State. But honestly, if you think about where the NBA right now, you think about Dame Lillard, you think about CJ McCollum, you think about all these guys that came from mid-major places. And so I think if you're a player out there, just trust the process, continue to get better, and your time will come.
Oh, great perspective.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
1:04 left in the first quarter. Fires for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry's shot is good.
Oh, that's just great instincts. Tremendous handle. Steph can take you any way he wants to off the drive.
Pass to Anderson. Shoots over Brown. Out to Morant. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Clark finds Anderson. Knocks down the three ball. Anderson's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
On its way from Curry for two. Curry with another miss.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Now here's Morant. From past the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, man, from the parking lot that time. Morant testing out the range. Looks like he has all systems go.
And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. So, Greg, as you know, we asked Steph Curry, a great self-motivator in his own right, who holds you to the highest standard? And here's what he had to say.
Oh, my wife, for sure. You know, never ever want to disappoint her. She shoots it to me straight. That's the biggest thing, whether I play well or not. I don't get too big of a head, or I don't feel too down on myself either.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Ingram is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Wiseman. Then it's Thompson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the one spot. And Candace, can you talk about the lifestyle, the experience for a WNBA player, the work-life balance, who are also mothers or expecting mothers and trying to keep a professional basketball career on track and improving?
Kevin, I'll tell you this. I have had knee injuries. I've had my shoulder operated on. There is nothing like coming back after having a child. That is the toughest thing to do. But honestly, second to that is, making sure that they're being raised. And so I think, being a mom comes first. We're seeing a lot of guys in the NBA that are putting their kids first and missing time and having paternity leave, which I think is huge. And you said it, balance. Balance is key. And I have a great support system. My family is amazing. So I know when I'm playing basketball, my daughter's getting the best care. And, you know, when I'm away from the game of basketball, I'm really enjoying it and spending time with her.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that Steph Curry's image is one of a golden boy, but that conceals what may lurk beneath. Steve Kerr said, "You think of this mild-mannered guy, but he's really competitive. He wants to rip your throat out." So why is that toughness discounted by some? Kerr says it's because he looks like he's 12. Kevin, that's probably true. Back to you.
David, outstanding. Thank you so much for that. Melton feeling it out a bit. Jackson has the open look. Zeller controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zeller's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
Okay, he's putting that 7-foot frame to good use. I mean, Zeller pounding the glass.
Thompson from long range. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. And Candace, many of us never get to experience what it feels like to be a champion like you. It's something you've accomplished at almost every level that you've ever played in. And I would imagine that feeling is it sometimes indescribable.
It wakes you up at night. It's like that pain in your stomach when you're fighting for something and you know you got to put everything into it. There's been a number of people been able to experience that feeling, and there's nothing like it. And then once you experience it, guess what, Kevin? You want to experience it again. And so you wake up again every single morning to accomplish that goal.
You are as true a champion as I think has ever taken the 2K microphone and put it on. I really believe it.
Thank you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Valanciunas comes in for Jackson. And it's John Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. A nice shot by Zeller.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Ingram. Here he goes. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And Ingram, he's still getting his weight up. But looking pretty strong that time.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Anderson, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And we're seeing the NBA and the WNBA, Candace, make use of social media to broadcast games. How critical do you think that is in your estimation?
You have to take advantage of social media. That's where the world is going. It is about connections. It is about the NBA and the WNBA connecting with their fans. And you're able to do that. I mean, when we were growing up, can you imagine being able to shoot your idol a direct message or have your tweet retweeted? It's unbelievable. And social media is allowing fans access to their favorite players.
Morant with it. He's got 8.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Curry outside. Missing that scoring opportunity. Having a bad 3-for-9 shooting night.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Ingram. 1:39 left here in the second. Clark, the pass to Morant. And a miss there on the triple. Hey, Candace, thanks for dropping by. Great to have you on the show. Your seat is right here. Anytime you want to sit in it, it is yours.
Thank you so much, and I can't wait to get back and hang with you guys again.
You'd love it. And talking to Candace, you know, C-Web, you can tell how much she loves this game.
Oh, yeah, she's the homie. She grew up in a basketball family, lives and breathes the sport, and her knowledge matches her passion.
Anderson with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Green with the block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. I mean, he always gets in position for these clean swats like this one.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the second free throw, good. 55 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Curry. Brown trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And given his style, it feels like Curry could play as long as he wants.
Why not? The thing you never lose is your jump shot. Plus, Steph, he can beat you with instinct, awareness, rather than relying on his explosive athleticism. And if his team keeps their offensive style of play, he can play for forever.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Clark, a screen on Curry. Morant drives in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. When you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish, I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
And that one, good. Morant's got 11 points.
Has closer in, Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the team.
Here's Curry with the 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front. They lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
You know, we came out
Thanks
with
very
a
much.
different energy.
Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start.
From the start. You know, we
How
got to
important
focus
was it to
and
set
play
the
good
tone
starts.
early? That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 11 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
They put on a rebounding clinic in the first half. Boxing out, reacting quickly when those shots go up, and solid fundamentals that have them in good shape at the half.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, their D wasn't a disaster, but they can improve on it. They lacked energy out there, and they've given up a lot of good shots. They got to defend with more passion in the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Jackson and Valanciunas, the lengthy post pair. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Melton in at shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Steps back. Here's Curry with the 3. He can't get it to go. And it's Memphis the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Morant drives in. Valanciunas. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Valanciunas has got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, this is just being a good teammate. You know, Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Curry kicks to Wiseman. Golden State moving the ball around. And it's Ingram missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Down low, here's Valanciunas.
He uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Here's Curry, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Morant.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the Warriors making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
It's a good sign when Curry's at the line. That means he's pushing the action, being aggressive, putting the referees in a tough position to make some tough calls.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Got that one up quick. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Shot over 40% of Duke. And though he struggled a bit as a rookie, you knew Ingram's stroke would come around.
The pass to Melton. The 3-ball. Drills the 3-pointer. Melton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Wiseman no good.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Morant. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Curry against Morant.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Warriors trailed by 8. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the 3-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
From the wing, and it doesn't even draw iron. Memphis leading by 8. We've got 1:48 left here in the 3rd quarter. Passes it to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Driving in. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length. And I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Brooks. Grayson Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Takes it inside. Here's Valanciunas. And he battles for the ball and gets the 2nd chance bucket. Valanciunas has got 11 points.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his 1st foul of the game. Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. No good on the quick 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Morant passes to Anderson. Now Green. No points in the game yet for him. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Bangs home the trifecta.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Valanciunas, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. It's stolen by Brown. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, you see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Eric Pascal out there with Weissman. And there's Klay Thompson. Then it's Ingram. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1. Pascal against Clark. Here's Weissman. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for James Weissman.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Melton. To the paint. Here's Tillman. It's deflected. Thompson right side. Here's the 3. The rebound by Anderson. Memphis has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Here's Melton, back to Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Ingram attacking. Pass to Alexander Walker. Thompson from long range. Drills it from outside.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Warriors trail by 7. Ingram with it. Now Valanciunas defending. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Look, it's crucial for Ingram to keep getting stronger. I mean, so he can continue to finish off tough buckets like this.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Now here's Morant for 3. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
He logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
And slam dunk by Pascal. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Brooks outside. Kicks to Morant. To the inside. Valanciunas inside. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Curry way outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Takes a step back. It's good. Morant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Oh, it's been all about Ja tonight. He can score in many different ways.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Curry.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
18 feet out. Morant with another miss. Warriors trail by 4. For the 3, Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
And here's Morant. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Ooh, the vision, the ability to throw every type of pass. I mean, Morant's already reached an elite level as a playmaker.
Wiseman sets a screen for Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Here's Morant. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 8 rebounds in this game. Curry against Valanciunas. Right side Curry. Driving to the basket. And they take the lead. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Jackson with the screen. Grant. It's deflected. And they get it back.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy. He makes it.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Morant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Curry. Six to shoot. This one for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Now a timeout called by Memphis. let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Passes to Melton. He kicks it to Brooks. Now here's Morant. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Thought he could snake over the top on that one, but that play, more often than not, he's called.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Thompson for three. Oh, he hit it! He hit it!
What a great shot!
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
That's how you end a ball game. The dramatic three to win it all.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, a hot start for them offensively, but you were able to wear them down. So what changed?
Defensive pressure. Hopefully, we force them into misses eventually.
Well, it worked out for you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.